Nicholas was a beautiful young man, inside and out. When he spoke, we'd listen because we knew it had meaning. We knew he was a big-hearted person, very sensitive as an individual as well, yet ferocious as a competitor. It was on a Friday night. School was starting, it was like their last major party, and our eldest was there, Pietro. He was going off to college. Now, Nicholas, my understanding was he didn't drink at all. Around 3:30 in the morning, the party ended. Nicholas was offered a few rides by some of his friends, but he refused. He said, "No, I'm gonna walk home." One of the kids that was partying was driving up and down the boulevard. We know for a fact that he had at least 2 times the level of alcohol that's permitted by law in his blood. And he decided to make his way back towards our street. And in so doing, he lost control of his vehicle and ended up running Nicholas over. My eldest son, Pietro, was walking slightly ahead of Nicholas, a few yards ahead, with his best friend, Simone. They were fortunate enough to have heard the impact, not knowing exactly what had occurred. And their reflex was to look back, and they saw the vehicle coming right at them and just had enough time to get out of the way. And then they realized it was one of their buddies that was driving, not realizing that he had just ran Nicholas over, and they decided they would help him pick up these fragments. And Simon at one point saw something that he thought to be some plastic piece of the vehicle. And as he approached, he realized it was Nicholas. And that's when all hell broke loose. Police and ambulance came. My eldest son, Pietro, started CPR right away on Nicholas, and he literally saw his brother take his last breaths. It was not before 6:30 that the doorbell rang in our home. Walked downstairs, opened the door, and there's 2 police officers in uniform standing in front of me, and opening the door, the first thing they say is, "Mr. Antonelli, there was an accident. Nicholas is at the hospital, and he's passed away." My wife went to the hospital to first identify Nicholas. I didn't want to go. I was scared. I didn't want to have the wrong images of him. I finally did, and he was covered, but you saw that, I could see his face, his upper body, but I saw that there was like a dent, and I saw the blood was trickling still from his ears. And it was a tough moment, you know. A few hours before, he was a beautiful young man. I wanted to take him in my arms. Our family is, we're still picking up the pieces. I miss my son so much.